I figured we should do this eventually. I realize it's gonna be kinda weird, but here we are. So we kinda played this game, apparently. Usually we play every version of a given game, back to back. And it's something a bit different with this one because I heard there was something kind of weird about it. Apparently, the two versions of this are basically exactly the same. We've already played the PSP version. Secret options. That's something I remember in the other version. It's weird. I wasn't aware the games could actually control the backlight. Huh. I never heard of a DS game turning off the backlight. Anyways. So I'll see how much this is like the PSP version. Of course, it's been a few months since I played that, so I don't remember very well. I'll probably recognize some of the stock images in the opening scene, though, considering what it was like seeing this the first time, since I was pretty amused by all of the stock pictures. The magic conch or something like that. No, that's the conch signal. Never mind. There are lots of conches in Spongebob. Ow. More ow. With an extra W. I don't remember most of the stock images though, although I remember the very end of it, so we'll see. Ah, see, I recognized it, unlike the second try. I don't think they were carrying it with them. I don't think they have much need to signal themselves, do they? It's a lot smaller now. I appreciate how they make you really feel the length of him blowing that. I like how they incorporated the hair on him. There's a perfectly horizontal cutoff. And also I think, just colored everything below that cutoff black and white. Just sucked all the color out of it. No. Hi. Did you ever see the bubble? You didn't make any mention of him before. It's a little weird to me that he wouldn't... Okay, now he's dressed somehow. So, it seems weird to me that he wouldn't know where Barber Boy is, but yeah. I believe this is the same cutscene as the PSP version then. I don't see any destruction, so... It doesn't look very destroyed, but fine. Of course, this is where the magic happens. Who put the tube in here? Is that a normal part of the laundromat? Is it a laundry tube? And what's in that vending machine? And if I honestly had to guess, I'd guess they're like packs of cigarettes or something. But in certain jurisdictions, that would be illegal. Okay, volume model, like I'm gonna fix my volume. Oh, whoa, my volume's a lot higher than I thought it was. There we go. He's even more invincible without his pants. Oh, it's detergent, I see. forgot how long this cutscene was. I mean, I'm a lot more tolerant of longer scenes than some people might be. Although I don't think this game's target audience would much care for all the reading. I'd be more entertained if I wasn't already aware of everything that's gonna happen because I've actually already seen it. But I'm still amused by all the use of images from the show and whatnot, though. Isn't it just sleep at this point? I don't know what the bell actually does. Because I'm pretty sure most of what SpongeBob learns to do, he just learns from Sandy. And it's practically implied he could have done without the bell. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Alright, no, this is the image I remember. Probably because I actually used it as the thumbnail for the first video in the PSP version. Maybe I should check out the whole fire spitting from invisible boat wheel thing. It's probably not very invisible with that. It's basically a literal beacon. Probably producing a lot of emissions. In fact, does that car even pass the emissions test? Yep, it's basically just a lower polygon version of the same thing, if that. Same music. It's funny seeing multiple versions of the game be the same thing when they're actually on meaningfully different platforms, other than the fact that we're going to— please don't put your arm through my head. Other than the fact that we have pretty different control schemes here. I got the impression this was actually designed for the DS first, because there were a few things in the PSP version that were a little weird. What? I don't know what logic that is. Harassment. What's that have to do with anything? I guess we're going those places. I already figured that out. That's how I got here. I can't get to this text without advancing conversations. Yeah, so now we have interacting with objects instead of just pressing a button. We still have the town scared and the snow or the bear thing, whatever it was. Sea bear. I have to— can I just press a button to talk to him? I can't actually— wait, hold on. You know, walk away and walk back. No, I actually need to test the screen to do that. That's annoying. Oh! Oh, you actually switch between the channels now yourself. Yeah, in the— so in the PSP version, you just pressed a button. Everything progressed on its own. And there were a couple sequences I thought were really confusing, consequently, where I realized after the fact that it was probably some little touchscreen interactive bit, whereas on the PSP version, you didn't have that. Like, for instance, there's a point where you have to enter a phone number, and the phone number gets shown on the screen, and you see all the buttons of the phone dial on the screen. And in the PSP version, you basically press square to enter phone number or something like that. Or, even though it looks like you're gonna have to enter the whole thing yourself. I don't know why they didn't make you actually, like, interact with the keypad yourself, because you could just do that with your directional pad just fine. But imagine we're gonna have to press the buttons ourselves in this version. Confirmed. Brush your teeth. Watch TV. Mission complete. I would joke that I'm really good at that, but I actually don't watch TV anymore. That's why I'm playing SpongeBob games from 2005, as opposed to whatever other more recent year. It's probably kind of redundant. I'll want to talk to these people. Oh yeah, I forgot how much everyone hated Spongebob in this game. But, they can't go down to the mermaid layer, I imagine. Why do I have to touch everything? Yeah, no mermaid layer until much, much later. Still amusing to me. I guess it's because we're in, this was made by, was this made in Australia? I don't remember where this was made. But, in spite of SpongeBob usually being very US oriented. Oh, there's our jelly. I'm worried about all those transistors and whatnot you see on here. I have a feeling that induces a risk of electric shock, although we're already underwater. I guess it's waterproof. It's gonna be annoying having to click on everything though. Hey, the sky works. Now we're having a nice new experience here. I know. So we probably have less input lag this time, so is it I'll hopefully be able to be a little bit less painful to control things this time. There you go, that's the select on Bubbles button. Remember, right, there's nothing to do up there, so I imagine that lots of what I'm going to do here is basically just see what the differences are, because I know there are some subtle ones. There's actually a sequence breaking into at one point from what I've heard. Yeah. I don't know why we have a draw on us already, but I guess that's convenient to have. But anyways, I don't believe we can actually do anything up here right now. Nope. Actually, that door I think only opens from the other side. I don't think you can normally go up this way at all. But for those of you not already familiar with the game, you're going to do a lot of moving around here. Because unfortunately, unless something is very, very different in this version, there's no fast travel, and that means having to put up with a lot of going through the same areas over and over, but at the very least these areas do change throughout the game, for better and for worse. Although you never actually are told where you need to go for most things, which is a little annoying. What was it? Jellyfish Fields, do that. Hi Nancy. There we go, at least they give you a hint in this one. Basically though, this game's broken up into chapters, and let's, there we go. Alright, so I have, no, I can't go to these places of course, because you have to open up these fast travels, but these bus stops are very far apart. Very few and far between. I don't remember precisely how to get to where I want to be, actually. I think I want to go to Conch Street first. I don't want to go to the Lagoon. We'll see each of these places plenty. Hopefully, I'll remember a little bit better where we need to be and when, because otherwise this game has a lot of just exploring the whole. Basically, every chapter you need to explore the entire world again, because the game doesn't tell you what things change where, and all the characters get shuffled around in location, and you have to find them all again to get quests and acquire abilities and objects you need to progress in the game and stuff like that. So you need to make the rounds essentially throughout the entire available world, every chapter. Is there anything useful to Sandy just yet? This game feels so different when you actually have a background. Later. Yes, Sandy's one of the most important individuals to talk to in this game. Oh, interesting, it's actually a pattern to draw. Gratuitous touchscreen. Does Patrick usually have a road leading up to his rock? Huh. Oh, come on. weird, I pressed right and there was a problem. Alright, he turned around for some reason. Anyways, I guess I'll see you next time. But basically the task at the moment is just to find Patrick and do the other things, just open up as many bus stops as we can and whatnot to make life slightly easier. And ever so slightly, but we'll find our way around this place as time goes on. We'll get to know about Bikini Bottom fairly well, except for when it changes randomly without warning underneath us. And suddenly you can access a new area that the game did not mention to you at all, nor give you any justification for it at all that it that it changed. So, and I'll try not to be a little too bitter about it. Hopefully, me doing what I'm doing this time will mean I'll get my patience will run thin a little bit more slowly, because I did run out of patience with this game by the end of it in the PSP version, but we know what we're getting into this time, so hopefully that won't be the case. Anyways, bye everyone.